to everybody, man. Yeah, I had this thumbnail set up. You know, I lost a lot of sleep today. I was up early doing some stuff, and you know, I wasn't even gonna go live. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was just gonna go to work, but I gotta do this quick live because, you know, what I originally was gonna do, it's kind of coinciding with the breaking news that I woke up to. Man, shout out to Talk Your Mind TV. God damn. God damn. So, I have now dubbed the Prime Minister the Minister of Corruption. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you why. Because of the stances that he took earlier in his political career, which we're going to examine right now. I came across a speech. I'm talking about young Andrew Holness. I'm talking about, you can't even recognize him the way he looking right now versus how he looking in the video. Young Andrew Holness, ladies and gentlemen. I kid you not. So without any further ado, remember, please like and share the video. All right? This is Mr. Number 28. It says, you Jamaicans know what it is. Straight bangarang. Number 28, past and present trickery. You know the craft? Yes. That's what we're going to examine today, real quick. So let's listen to this speech right here. When they was at their zenith, when they was winning and about to call the next election. Let's listen to this, ladies and gentlemen.
Election day will be the 29th of December.
This was the date Jamaica was waiting for. It was the date Jamaica Labour Party leader Prime Minister Andrew Holness gave on December 4 at a mass rally in Mandeville, Manchester, and the large crowd lapped it up. An avalanche of green and an air of anticipation marked the day's events, which saw large crowds gathering from early in the day. The rally, which was set in the constituency of Manchester Central, a seat earmarked as a battleground between the PNP's Peter Bunting and the JLP's Danville Walker, was not without its incidents. Among the joyous atmosphere were frequent fainting spells which saw people having to seek medical attention. Several officials from the JLP appealed to Jamaica to vote Labour as they lashed the PNP.
In South Manchester, Colin Virgo is ready to retire Michael Peart because Michael tired and want a little rest.
So this is Jamaican politics, ladies and gentlemen. We have a party that at this moment won and was there for 4 years. What are the horns? What horns? What O Speaks talking about? Janet, salute to O Speaks, by the way. When they mix with the man, it change your whole future. Talk about it. So they were at the pinnacle of their success. They felt great. The fan base was out. They was getting the support, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Young, green Prime Minister. Sharon Wagwan. Right? Yo, may I tell you, I'm going to highlight one part. While he was narrating, there was a noise. Oh, the horns, they got blowhorns in the crowd. Yo, listen, man. At these rallies, it's like a goddamn party, O Speaks. They got blowhorns. Those little flute things, they blowing the horns. So you're going to hear him speak. It's going to be blowhorns all the way through. Hey, shout out to my brother O Speaks and Mel Dub. Hey, both of you drop your link in the chat for my people. If you're interested in listening to American politics in detail with evidence and stuff like that, definitely need to check those two brothers out. So yeah, so this was Andrew Holness, number 28. I call him. Got 28 bank accounts, and he's under investigation for illicit enrichment presently. And he's taking the Integrity Commission that put him on the investigation to court, so the Supreme Court can reverse or overrule what the Integrity Commission has recommended. He want to wipe out the whole report altogether. This is our Prime Minister that we're dealing with right now. And the reason why I'm highlighting that, because you're going to hear a young Andrew Holness speaking in a tone of, we do not tolerate these things. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why I say past and present. We gonna examine it. So anyway, now they're winning. They're in a vibe. They're feeling good. You know what I'm saying? And now they're bashing the PNP, and they're exposing them. Oh, y'all was corrupt here. Y'all was corrupt there. Now the tables have turned, ladies and gentlemen. Now the tables have turned. They've been exposed. They are 8 out of 22 members in the parliament that are under investigation for illicit enrichment. What is illicit enrichment? Illicit enrichment is when an individual cannot legally declare where his money came from. That means it's up in the air whether he did something illegal or not to get his money. This is the position that our current Prime Minister of Jamaica is in right now, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Sharon says, my peeps, let's get the live fire tonight. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Turn up. Hey, y'all know what to do, man. Y'all know what to do. Y'all the engine that makes the channel move, man. Hey, share the live with 10 people. Let them know I'm live. You feel me? Hey, shout out to Velma in the building. How you doing, love? Salute to you.
What up, baby?
Shout out to my girl Sharon, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so listen, let's continue.
Northwest Manchester, Timothy Scarlett is going to take care of little baby Peter Phillips. We're going to send him back to town to him daddy.
Politics funny in Jamaica, I'm telling you, until it's not.
When it come to the little one from Central Manchester, you know who me attack? Him so bright. Him say I'm going to sue Manayard. And him call upon Manayard to resign. And I said to him, I'm going to make Danville walk up pepper him.
You know what's funny about this, why I'm laughing? This man was in a race with the Prime Minister that is currently the Prime Minister within their own political party. I call them the Jamaica Lawless Party. It's really the Jamaica Labour Party. Just follow me, okay? And he scrutinized the Prime Minister for tactics that he used to win the presidency of who was to run the Jamaica Labour Party between him and the Prime Minister. And now look at him. In the second term. Hoorah! Let's go! But like, bro, 4 years ago, you were saying this man is a cheat. You were saying this man has no integrity. You were saying this man, Andrew Holness, number 28, was all types of ish. But now look at you on stage. Man, oh man, talk to me.
And at 8:01, when Prime Minister Andrew Holness approached the microphone, he compared his government's performance with that of the PNP before making the announcement everyone had come to hear.
This is a young Andrew Holness. No gray hair. I'm not even gonna listen. I'm just gonna leave it right there. I ain't gonna get too personal. But a lot of people be criticizing his facial feature.
Coming in the new year, we're going to stop running around, running from what we need to do. As a people, we're going to be brave.
Interesting.
We have brave leadership. We have true leadership. We have honest leadership. Let us work together. Let us cooperate and do it once and for all.
Now, I want to highlight that. Brave leadership, honest leadership. Listen to that. All right?
Making the announcement everyone had come to hear.
Coming in the new year, we're going to stop running around, running from what we need to do. As a people, we're going to be brave. We have brave leadership. We have true leadership. We have honest leadership. Let us work together. Let us cooperate and do it once and for all. Once and for all. No need to worry. The things that we are going to do will be to the benefit of the Jamaican people.
Now, fast forward 8 years later, my Jamaican people, even the persons that are die-hearted Labour, signing of the Samoa Agreement, is that the benefit of the Jamaican people? And I explained to you in my video what that entails, what that means for our kids and what they will teach them in school, where sex education is concerned and where gender dysphoria is concerned. I explained to you what that education entails in terms of encouraging our kids to mutilate their bodies. This government has signed that agreement. Is that in the benefit of the Jamaican people? This man is now under investigation, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said before, that's not the bad part. He refuses to resign so that the investigation can proceed without any interference. Why do I mention that? Because he is the leader of the party. There is an agency called the FSC that is under his government, that the government funds and controls, and they're asking that same entity to basically investigate the prime minister. You see where there could be some issue? Why the people of Jamaica is saying, sir, resign, move out the way. If you have nothing to hide, let these people do their job. Let them do their work and investigate what they need to investigate. But what did our prime minister do? Like I said before, he's suing the Integrity Commission. He's saying that the Integrity Commission has no integrity, but we should believe him. The Integrity Commission has stated that he has not given us enough information for us to certify his statutory declaration. Point blank, period. We need to know where these monies came from. But he either refuses to do that or claims that he has given them enough. And my thing is, isn't the people that investigate you the ones that's supposed to determine whether the information that you gave is enough for them to certify? Mind you, this is the same entity that this man created and said, yo, salute, do your thing, do what is right. Because guess what? At that point, ladies and gentlemen, he thought that the Integrity Commission was going to unravel members of the PMP, and those people were going to caught lacking. But guess what? There's a saying that they have in Jamaica: when they're going to dig a hole, dig two. So this man was digging a hole for the PMP, and he fell in it. He's the one and his 7 other members of parliament in government. And this is not funny. It's just the irony of the situation that makes me giggle, right? He's the one that's now under the spotlight. The world is watching. And this man refused to resign. And something amazing happened today, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm going to get into later on in the show that I saw on Talking My TV. Ridiculous. Let's get into it.
I beg you, people, I beg you, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing gonna be alright.
You know why that disgusts me? These politicians use our artists. That is a quote from a song in Bob Marley's song. Shout out to Action in the building. I see you, my brother. Salute to you. You know what I mean? They use our artists, our pioneers, our legends, like a Bob Marley. They use a Vybz Kartel, a Bounty Killer, right? They use a Tanya Stevenson. They use these people's quotes, and then they turn around and they ish on them, right? Whenever they get the opportunity. Just recently, the Maroons, the native people of Jamaica, they went to the PMP conference, that is Chief Curry, with Vybz Kartel, and there was an uproar. This same person and his party decided to tear down Vybz Kartel to say, oh, they are associating themselves with criminals. But this same man, when he was campaigning, had an artist. He didn't have the artist, but the artist made a song. I don't know if he had the artist make the song, but the song said, government, badness, Andrew Holness, which is implying that Andrew Holness is somehow aligning himself with illegal activity, gang play, government badness. Now, hey Joanne, how you doing? He never told, he could have used his authority and say, listen, that song, Joanne Warden, big up. Rowan Wanless, big up. He never used his authority to say, listen, ban that song from the air. It doesn't represent me as a leader and what I stand for. No. You know what he did? That song was played in his campaign. And I guarantee you, the artist that sing the song, if he was ever to support the PMP, you're going to hear them say something negative about him. I guarantee it. So this is Jamaican politics, which probably isn't different from American politics, because you see that lady, KH, I don't even want to say her name because I already see where they're fighting my numbers and not putting out the notifications for my new people that's on here, right? Because I'm speaking about this man. That's why I put number 28 in the title instead of his name, because I realized something, right? When you say certain things, it triggers certain things. And it's like they got the power and the pull because he is linked with a very important individual in the United States and the world that's looking to monopolize food. And I think he's the same person that is pushing him from back then in the pandemic to sign certain things, because both of them is linked to allegedly the prince. It's deep. It's really, really deep. That man is a knight. JC, what up? That man is a knight for the prince, and he's a part of the Privy Council. I'm just saying the dots be connected. You feel me? But anyway, this man, this man has done so much, bruh, and has talked negatively about the PMP. But they have a saying in Jamaica: if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones.
Interest rate, exchange rate, and inflation rate. They couldn't get it. It took us 4 years, and we have had it. We have had that stability now for 2 years. 2 years we have had a stable economy. We have now set the stage for growth and development. We have come so far. We have worked so hard in such a short time. We cannot turn back that now.
No, I want to ask the Jamaican people: Are you experiencing financial growth? Are you experiencing financial stability? I really wanna ask y'all that, like, for real. Phoenix Rising, what's up, baby? How you doing? Y'all, please remember to smash that like button. Now, here goes a younger version of the Prime Minister. Let's listen to this, because this is going to be interesting.
As it relates to allegations of corruption, this government, relative to the previous government, has far less instances or suggestions of corruption.
Now, for full context, he's talking about his government, the JLP at the time, and he's saying the other government, the PMP, has way more instances of corruption, and he's gonna go down to history. Listen to this.
I had the opportunity to go through the history of the previous government, year by year, to look at the instances of corruption that have, as you have said, marred. And we can go back as far as when they just started. We could start with the zinc scandal, the furniture scandal. We can come down to NetServe, Operation Pride. We can go on and on. Some of these were not issues of malfeasance. Some of them were misfeasance, the misallocation and misappropriation of government funds.
No, I want to pause right. Hey, Miss Collins, how you doing, love? What's up? What's up?
What up, baby?
I want to pause right there because I gotta clip that back. Shout out to Blue in the building. What up, Blue? So he spoke about the corruption. He went far back. He was talking about in the first inception of the PMP. I don't even know those things he's mentioning. I'm not gonna cap. For my historians out there, political historians, Do you know of which this man speaks? Can you confirm or deny what he's talking about? But I digress. I digress. Velma says, the only one receiving financial growth is Andrew Holness and Mr. Rotten Rich. Him can't tell where it come from. That's what I was going to get to. That's what I was going to
go back as far as
that's
scandal, the furniture scandal. We can come down to NetServe, Operation Pride. We can go on and on. Some of these were not issues of malfeasance. Some of them were misfeasance, the misallocation and misappropriation of government funds.
All right, let's pause right there. The misallocation and misappropriation of government funds. You mean like the $700 billion in the healthcare system that cannot be accounted for, to the point where an individual had to resign? He was forced to resign. The same individual that the Minister of Health said was doing a good job, this man had to resign. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. You're talking about misappropriation of funds, like that $700 billion. You're talking about your own office, Mr. Andrew Holness, that has monies that is also unaccounted for in the millions and billions of dollars in the office of the Prime Minister. The same office that you actually have one of your business partners that is in real estate, that is running agencies that control contracts that is given out for real estate and infrastructure development. You talking about corruption potential. That is a waterbed. That is a manure field to nurture corruption, where you have your business partner as a member that is running, a director that is running 2 agencies within your office of the Prime Minister. That's the type of thing you're talking about, where a possible misappropriation of funds is concerned. See, again, if you live in glass house, don't throw stones. And I'm not a PMP, but I'm calling a spade a spade. You understand what I'm saying?
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
What are we doing?
No bullshit.
What are we actually doing? Stop. Mr. Prime Minister, stop. You've been doing this for far too long. And all of the things that you've done is catching up on you. It's catching up on you, man. It's time to bow out gracefully and resign. That is the only respectable thing for you to do, so we can find out who is the other 7 that is under investigation. Because I think what the Prime Minister is doing right now, suing the Integrity Commission, all of this is a distraction. All of it. A lot of people don't remember there is 7 more people in this man's party that is under investigation for illicit enrichment. 7 more members of parliament, y'all. Please keep your eye on the ball and don't be distracted. All right? But let's continue.
But in none of them can we say that the government has taken deliberate and instrumental action to show transparency and to show that while corruption may exist, as it exists all around the world, in all countries of the world, but to date, we have been the only government to allow transparent analysis of what has happened and to take action where action is necessary to be taken.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right
You gotta play that back, baby.
No bullshit, bro.
Before I give my commentary, we gotta play that back. Willie Don, what up? We gotta play that back. Listen to this man.
And to show that while corruption may exist, as it exists all around the world, in all countries, the government has taken deliberate and instrumental action to show transparency and to show that while corruption may exist, as it exists all around the world, in all countries of the world. But to date, we have been the only government to allow transparent analysis of what has happened and to take action where action is necessary.
Really? Really? You mean like how Nigel Clark's office, the FSC, told the court to not release the FinSac report? And not the FinSac, the SSL report, the SSL scandal that literally took away one of our legends' money, Usain Bolt. We have, listen guys, everybody in America know who Usain Bolt is. Let me explain to you this if you don't know. Usain Bolt years ago was encouraged by somebody which I will not name, according to the story, right, was encouraged to invest in a company called SSL. Everybody in that invested in SSL lost their money. These are facts. Lost their money, and he lost 12 million US dollars approximately, right? 12 million US dollars. I want you to multiply that by 150. That's the amount of money Usain Bolt lost in Jamaica. For my people over there in America, right? And other parts of the world. Just for full context, it's a big number in Jamaica, right? So, everybody else lost their money except for that man on the screen. Except for this man on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. The Prime Minister of Jamaica was the only person that did not lose their money in SSL. As a matter of fact, in the same Integrity Commission report that was published a couple weeks ago in Parliament, it mentioned the SSL. There was over 143,000 US dollars that was sent to his personal account or one of his accounts from SSL. As a matter of fact, if I remember the story correctly, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm paraphrasing here based off memory, he opened an account without any money in it. And then 143,000 US dollars was deposited in that account a couple days later to something to that effect. All right? So I want to know, where's the transparency again? Where's the action being taken by your government to make sure that Usain Bolt gets back his money? Something that you was allegedly a part of? Because this is a story with the report. SSL is not an investment company per se. It's like they're saying, based off the report, that Andrew Holness did not even have any money in SSL. That's the allegation. How you don't have no money in it, allegedly, but you are winning and gaining $143,000 US?
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
So I want you to understand when I say that this man has no integrity, and he's talking about taking action. Well, again, the SSL report, the FinSac report. Why haven't your government released the FinSac report? Is it because the FinSac report exposes you and your party? I'm just asking. But again, where is the action being taken by the government? You know what action has been taken by this government since this report has come out? We have had major leaders within that party make statements like, we need to take it to the streets and defend Andrew Holness's, which is the Prime Minister's, statutory declaration. Recently, there has been an uptick of violence in areas where the PMP is known that it's a PMP stronghold, the opposition. Right? So, what is happening in Jamaica right now, ladies and gentlemen, is very, 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 very serious. We're probably looking at a quote-unquote civil war. All right. If these violence continue in those PMP areas, you're talking about markets being burnt down in the streets. People are saying it's political. And if they feel that way because of the randomness of these violent attacks, which I spoke about in a previous live, because of the randomness of these attacks, what do you think is going to happen? You think people is not going to retaliate? And I'm trying to say, please, ladies and gentlemen, hold the phone. Do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe. And let's talk about action. You know what the government has not done? They have not come out and they have not denounced certain statements that people are making online that could incite a actual civil war. Right? Coming from Mr. McKenzie, taking labor rights, so to take it to the streets. That was irresponsible, in my opinion. Right? And you have vloggers and people that support the Labor Right Party on TikTok and everywhere that is telling people, yo, them no one. They're basically speaking violence. They're not speaking like, yo, this is a democracy. Basically, they are feeling the pinch that they're going to lose this election. And their go-to is a violent response, a violent stance, a verbal violent, they're vocalizing violence when they speak. They're not speaking peace. They're not speaking, oh, you guys need to go out and vote and make sure, no. And there's a history that this party has. The Jamaica Labour Party has. They have a history of it, unfortunately. So I gotta go back to this again because this was funny to me.
Government funds. But in none of them can we say that the government has taken deliberate and instrumental action to show transparency.
No, that deliberate action that was taken years ago was creating the Integrity Commission to investigate politicians that he was criticizing at this time, that names were being called up in corruption. So why now in 2024 is this man suing the Integrity Commission and asking the Supreme Court to overturn the ruling or recommendations that they have about his own statutory declaration? You know why? Because that report exposes Andrew Holness to have no integrity. The court of public opinion that goes through that document and reads it. I had Biz. I called Biz one day. I say, yo, Biz, check this out. Yo, we got Andre W in the chat, man. What up, man? Yo, I called Biz the other day when I was doing a live. I should pull that up too. I called Biz. I got it right here. Let me pull it up real quick. Right? I said, let me call the money man. Cause you know what I'm saying? Biz already Biz no money. So he don't know nothing about Jamaican politics or none of that. So when I hit up Biz, I say, yo, check this out, man. I need to ask you from your, your opinion on something. So I called Biz, and let me show you what actually went down real quick when I called Biz. Oh man, I found it. Oh shit, I found it right away. Yo, Biz. Damn.
Hey, what's up, Bolo?
Hey, I'm on the live, and I got a lot of people here. So, what I'm talking about is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Right? Let me just give you a quick synopsis. They were investigating him for solicit enrichment. You know what that means, right? I made a mistake. There is actually illicit enrichment, but let's continue.
You said solicit enrichment?
Right.
Well, he's trying to get some money.
Yeah, basically, solicit enrichment is stealing from the Jamaican purse, the Jamaican tax dollars, right? So he was being investigated. Now, what the investigation uncovered that I find mighty strange, and I want your opinion on it, is that this man has 28 accounts.
Wow. He got 20. So he's trying to hide money.
No, allegedly. We gotta say allegedly.
Okay, allegedly.
Yeah. So that's the first thought you get as a man that deals with money.
Yeah.
Right?
If no need to have that many accounts.
See, this is a person that has nothing to do with PMP and JLP. Just listening to a prime minister having 28 accounts. He's like, so wait a minute. He's trying to hide some money. Listen. Right. So if you say, for instance, you got, and somebody please drop Biz link in the chat, please. Drop his link in the chat if you want to know about Bitcoin and that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? This the man. Somebody drop his link in the chat for me, please. But listen, and
appreciate
Biz,
that,
and Biz, you can come in the chat right now and drop it yourself, bro. But listen, so as a man that deals with money, the first thing that came to your mind was he's trying to hide some money.
Exactly. That's allegedly. Yes.
Allegedly.
That's the first thing that I thought about when you first said that to me. 28 accounts. I'm like, whoa.
28.
And then you told me he was being investigated for
solicit enrichment.
Right.
Illicit enrichment.
So that's yeah. That's what I would believe. He's trying to either hide something or hide it from somebody, maybe his significant other or people that he don't want to find out. You know, there's no need to have that many accounts.
So as a person that has multiple investments, and you know people that invest even more than you, do you know anybody that's in investment that got 28 accounts, bro?
Nah. You don't have 20. You don't have maybe 3 or 4 accounts, maybe 5.
Oh my God! So
not 28. That's a lot.
So check this out, right? Not only is he under investigation for solicit enrichment, but other members of his ruling party. This is the government we're talking about in Jamaica, right?
Right.
There is 7 more people under investigation, and guess what he did? He put a gag order out on the entire parliament. Nobody can speak about nothing in regards to that situation. What does that tell you?
Well, that to me, allegedly, this is not. This is just my opinion. He's got something to hide. You know, that's what he's doing. He's putting measures in place so people can't speak, or he doesn't want certain things to get out. That sounds to me as somebody that's trying to cover their tracks.
Guys, this man lives in the United States of America. He is a citizen of the United States of America. He don't know nothing about Jamaican politics. Okay, the next thing is this. Apart from the gag order, right? Apart from the gag order, which is bad in itself, there was an investigation on him with his properties years ago, and they looked up his taxes, and he wasn't paying his property taxes based off the investigation.
Yeah, it sounds like this man is stealing from the people.
Right? And check this out. When he left school, he did not fully pay off his student's loan. Right?
So he's in a position of power. He's abusing his power.
He came from poor beginnings, bro. When this man was married, they couldn't afford a wedding planner, him and his wife. Fact. His wife has a $800 million contract today.
Oh yeah, so you can see what it is.
And that is a real estate thing. That $800 million project is a real estate thing. You know what I'm saying? She runs and controls that, allegedly. You feel me? So there's a lot, and you got to remember, he is the prime minister, and he's in the office where his business partner is the one that actually controls those 2 agencies that give out contracts, and his wife is into real estate. Do you guys see how the government is running like a family business? And also his wife is the Speaker of the House. So when there's debates, it's swayed. There's a clear bias, a conflict of interest. And these are the people that's talking about integrity and good governance and transparency. Man, listen, man, let me continue.
It's obvious. He's
800
that's why he's under
million,
investigation.
Bro.
Right. He's been stealing from the people and allegedly taking from the people, man. Man, I feel bad for the people of Jamaica for this.
Man, bro,
they need to get him out of there.
Bro, that's what we're trying to do. This is the other thing. In the Constitution of Jamaica, there's an impeachment clause. Do you know that this man and a lady named Marlene Malahoo, which is a judge or a lawyer or whatever, they proposed that the impeachment law be taken out the Constitution?
Oh, so he's trying to be a dictator.
Oh my God, bro! I've never had a conversation with Biz about this topic. Do you? This is what well-thinking people see when they hear this entire story.
Yeah,
this
you never
man is
talked to me about.
Yeah,
I never talked to you about Jamaican affairs.
Yeah,
me just listening to what you're saying. It sounds like this guy is corrupt. Is this he's like the leader?
He is the leader of the country, bro.
Oh man.
Salute to Andrew White in the building. Miss Collins. Wow, I'm trying to tell you.
Well, he's telling on himself. The people can see though.
Some of them is still blind. Some of them is still blind.
People like you reporting on this stuff. The people can see because it makes what I'm listening to, and this is just like me, just listening to what you're saying.
Yep.
That's why they even have him under investigation, and he's probably been doing this for a while.
Talk about it. And man, listen, there was a case. Yo, Jamaica, the corruption in Jamaica is crazy. Hey, Antoine, thank you for dropping Biz Link. Guys, Antoine Stevens just dropped Biz Link. Y'all go over and sub up to the broski. Financial literacy in Jamaica is at an all-time low for years. Y'all better go listen to Biz 101, all right? I highly recommend it. Go check him out. Yeah, man.
Do you guys, are they allowing you guys to make investments over there?
Well, just listening to you, bro, even if we can't invest in Bitcoin, just listening to you, in my opinion, is going to make them make better financial decisions.
What about like stocks? You guys can't invest.
Yeah, they got stocks over here and everything. They got all of that. You know what I'm saying? Jamaican stocks and all of that. You know.
They allow people to so they allow people to make investments. It's just that they don't let you guys. Well, I'm sure you probably can get involved.
To be honest with you, some of them they fly overseas. So, but yeah, they could. Some of them saying you in the States.
Hey, bro, man, appreciate that, bro.
Thanks man, you know I value your work that you're doing, bro, and you're not charging nobody. You're doing it.
That's what you see. I answer you. I see I'm up. So
yeah, bro.
Answer right. Listening to what you're saying, it sounds like a bunch of alleged corruption, greed. Alleged corruption, greed, and misabuse of power. It sounds like to me.
Hey, man, appreciate you, Biz. Yes, sir. Appreciate Biz, man. So that is an American brother, right? That is an American brother, right? And he don't know nothing about this. He said, Joanne said, Walden said, Judy, if I love you one more time. But yo, it's just common sense. The court of public opinion, as your Holiness, in the court of public opinion, you're guilty. We're not saying in by law, they got to do more investigation. But why are you trying to block or stop or erase the goddamn report altogether? Based off the lawsuit that you put out there, that was expertly explained. From my understanding, you're trying to erase the entire findings of the integrity report. Some suggesting that there's some up to Biz, hey, and drop O Speaks and Mel Dub link in there as well, right? They're trying to he's trying to literally stop that report, erase it altogether as valid, because somehow the Integrity Commission did him wrong, and the claims that he's using is based off the Constitution and something to do with privacy. And I'm asking myself, but wait a minute. As a public figure, privacy is out the door, pretty much. You understand this being the Prime Minister of the country, especially when it has to do with your assets and declaring your assets. That's like a job hazard. So how now? And see, the reason why I have dubbed this man Minister of Corruption, this is another thing that he did, ladies and gentlemen, that is not in the know. Guess what he did? His government appointed the DPP, right? That they've been fighting to keep in power for the last 3 to 4 years. She, by the Constitution, is supposed to be out the door, and there should be a new DPP appointed. But they've been fighting for this woman to stay in power. And there's allegations out there that she's still working like a behind the scenes type of thing. Right now, that's literally the allegations in the street. That they've seen her go in and out of the DPP's office from time to time. People spotted her. But she's not supposed to be there by the Constitution. That's an allegation though, right? Just to be fully clear. But the point of the matter is, why isn't that position like clear on who is running it? There's somebody that is appointed the DPP, but there hasn't been the the constitutional process or democratic process of selecting a new DPP. Now they're gonna use they're sending the DPP. Well, they have appointed the DPP to the Supreme Court committee The same committee that is supposed to rule whether or not Mr. Andrew Holness's IC report should stand or should be kicked out. You see the collusion? You see the possible corruption there? It seems as if this person she and them have favor with each other, allegedly. And this is the same person you want to put in the committee to rule for or against Andrew Holness' statutory declaration to be null and void. Man, listen, I hope y'all understand what the hell I'm saying, because this is some deep shit. I couldn't say it no other way. This is some deep shit. All right? Trust me, Jamaica is not a real place, man.
And misappropriation of government funds.
Like and share the video, y'all.
But in none of them can we say that the government has taken deliberate and instrumental action to show transparency and to show that while corruption may exist, as it exists all around the world, in all countries of the world, but to date, we have been the only government to allow transparent analysis of what has happened and to take action where action is necessary.
So why aren't you allowing the transparent the analysis, this transparent analysis that you speak of? Listen to this.
But to date, we have been the only government to allow transparent analysis.
Where is the transparent analysis, sir? Where is it? Stop the cap, man. Stop the cap. All right? Listen to this. Talking about transparent analysis. No, that's not it. Here you go.
Warriors, me have a video here with Andrew Holness talking about the Integrity Commission. So take a look at this.
And as such will function under its general oversight. And I don't want to be giving conflicting views. It is a commission of parliament, but it is still independent. It is independent, like all the other commissions which have to be attached to some form of state authority. But the parliament cannot interfere in or direct the commission as to what to do. In the same.
So, this is very interesting, this clip, right? Because he's explaining the Integrity Commission. He's saying that Parliament cannot interfere with their investigation. Well, by proxy, Mr. Andrew Holness, you helped create this entity, the Integrity Commission, and now, because you're getting investigated, now you're going against what you actually said could not be possible. You're literally doing what you said could not be possible. Listen to this again. This is him explaining the Integrity Commission.
This.
And as such will function under its general oversight. And I don't want to be giving conflicting views. It is a commission of parliament, but it is still independent. It is independent, like all the other commissions which have to be attached to some form of state authority. But the parliament cannot interfere in or direct the commission as to what to do. In the similar way that there are other independent commissions which are attached to parliament.
So, he's saying that the Integrity Commission is an independent entity. Now, the entire JLP, the Jamaica Lawless Party, is insinuating, well, not insinuating, they're blatantly saying that the PMP somehow, the opposition, is using the Integrity Commission to tear down the Prime Minister. Make it make sense.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right.
Make it make sense.
Tell about them.
Make it make sense.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
You got to hear this from the horse's mouth, man. This is incredible.
Take a look at this.
And as such will function under its general oversight. And I don't want to be giving conflicting views. It is a commission of parliament, but it is still independent. It is independent, like all the other commissions which have to be attached to some form of state authority. But the parliament cannot interfere in or direct the commission as to what to do. In the similar way that there are other independent commissions which are attached to parliament.
My wisdom warriors.
So, the parliament cannot interfere or direct the commission what to do. But what Andrew Holness is doing right now is trying to use the Supreme Court to direct or interfere with what the Integrity Commission has recommended that further investigation be done. He wants those investigations to stop immediately. Immediately. You understand what I'm saying?
This was when
so passed. Let me hear what you got to say.
Andrew Holness passed the bill. Yeah. This was when Andrew Holness passed the bill on the 31st of January 2017. Wanna hear when say labor right to get that over here.
Share the live, guys.
So
Share the
I
live.
work every day and I talk about how the IC a PNP. Wanna hear when the Prime Minister say out and own mouth. He say the IC is independent. Wanna hear that?
Yep.
Him say the IC independent. And another thing what Andrew Holness just say. Wanna tell me another thing what Andrew Holness.
Guys, can we get the likes up? We got 100+ in here. Can we get the likes up? All right, please hit the like button. Don't forget, please.
Just say my wisdom warriors. Put it in the comment section. Andrew Holness say lawmakers can't interfere. Andrew Holness say lawmakers including for himself, you know. Remember, he's a legislator, you know.
Exactly.
Remember, say Andrew Holness a lawmaker, you know, my wisdom warriors. But what is he doing now? He's the same very lawmaker. Getting involved, being a prejudice against the IC, undermining the IC for their hard work. Yes.
That's right.
Every year Andrew Holness come out and compliment them. Every year. But because they expose the real truth, my wisdom warriors, Andrew Holness now bringing the IC to the courthouse, to the highest Supreme Court in Jamaica, for struck out section 14.5. A 14.5 or one of them, I have to go back go check. I have to go back go looking at my file, my wisdom warriors. But he want to struck down the part that talk about illicit enrichment, you know, the part where can prosecute them, all them something there. If you want to get to the corruption, why would you do that? Remember, say, the IC not only investigate parliamentarians, you know, IC investigate public officials like the rest of the 17th. So how you want to do such a thing? I don't believe the judge will interfere with this.
Yes.
I don't believe that, my wisdom warriors. Me feel that them for wait until we hear the 17th and then done with all of this illicit enrichment before they make any decision. I believe the court will reject that application.
I believe so as well. I believe so as well. This is incredible, man. This is absolutely incredible. This is what we're actually dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're actually dealing with. Let me see. All right. And let's hear this man talk about crime. Lord have mercy.
So you hear them say, you need more intelligence and you need to do more investigation. Duh. When have you ever seen so many gangs being brought before our courts to face justice?
I got a question. Are you guys seeing these gangs being brought before court for justice? I'm talking about Jamaican people right now. Are you guys seeing gangs in Jamaica be taken down? You know, just the crime, they're just putting a dent in crime. Or has the crime gone up? I'm just asking.
You think we just pull them out?
He disclosed the administration is now working with a French technology company to assist with crime-fighting efforts.
Some time ago, I explained to the nation that I can't say too much. People talking about the crime plan and which crime plan. That's the easy retort whenever, you know, I've seen people ask, so what would you do? And they, you know, they bounce around and skirt around issues because they really don't know. They don't have a clue. But the usual retort is, where's the crime plan? There's no crime plan. Rubbish. No other government in Jamaica has spent the budget on national security that this government has done. None.
No, that is true. He has spent a lot of money on that. Has it been effective? No. No.
Embarrassing.
He needs some milk.
It has not been effective. It has not.
He promised new, tougher firearm legislation in 2022.
Were it up to me, I am not a believer in the death penalty. But for this, I would make an exception.
Interesting. Mr. Costa, you really pissing me off, sir. I feel like I know you too much. I've been seeing your ass too much.
Anyone found with a gun should start with the death penalty.
Anyone found with a gun? Should we start with a death penalty? Then hold on. This is the same individual that is so staunch on crime. Then why aren't you Why don't you want the process of investigating your potential crimes to go through? But a man found with a gun, just found, should be sent to the death penalty. Boy, I tell you, boy. Man,
forgive the hyperbolic expression. But what I'm saying is, there needs to be stiffer penalties for those people.
Against the background of news that are
You know what the stiffer penalties that he put out for people that found with a gun? If you found with a gun in Jamaica, that's illegal. 15 years in prison. But this man is being accused of, with good reason to, accused of possible tax evasion and potential money laundering and illicit enrichment. These are very, very serious crimes for a prime minister of the country. But his party, the individuals that's in the judicial system, including himself, is moving mountains to make sure that this investigation does not go any further. Mountains. This is why, hey, how you doing, Barbara? This is why I call them the Jamaica Lawless Party. And I call him the Minister of Corruption. This is why. Patrick Godfrey, big up. I just seen y'all in the chat. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Y'all, please hit the like button. I got 184 in here. And we should have 150 likes. That's all I'm saying. 150 likes. Let's go.
He said quadruple murder in Clarendon was in part ordered by an inmate serving a 42-year sentence. Mr. Holness also said a budget will be set aside next year for a high-security prison.
This high security will be that telecommunications will not escape. So it's a high security in the sense that it will be high-tech in its ability to prevent external communications.
He conceded that more needs to be done for the JCF, where rank-and-file members have taken the government to court for outstanding overtime monies.
There is great sympathy. I will leave the ministers to carry out their duties in this regard. But we agree that we need to spend more on the JCF.
And like he did...
So they have been spending more on the JCF and crime has not gone down, ladies and gentlemen. It's the same old story. Nothing has changed. All right? It's just... Hey, how you doing, Grace? Salute to you. So in conclusion, this last statement in conclusion to this part of the show, because I'm not done. This statement from the Prime Minister back in the day, listen to this, man. This is wow.
Malfeasance. Some of them were misfeasance, the misallocation and misappropriation of government funds. But in none of them can we say that the government has taken deliberate and instrumental action to show transparency and to show that while corruption may exist, as it exists all around the world, in all countries of the world, but to date, we have been the only government to allow transparent analysis of what has happened and to take action where action is necessary to be taken.
Oh, the transparency. Lies. Where is the FinSac report? Where is the SSL report?
Matter of fact, don't move that hand no more. Now try me. So Mike, you mean to tell me Diddy was touching on your leg while you were sitting right here on this couch? Trying to, but I seen it before. Diddy, get the hell out of the studio.
Sonia Crooks, subscribe to the channel.
Hey Sonia, salute to you. Welcome to all the new subs. Welcome to the newbies, man. Shout out to the day ones. Emil says, Jano. So, for transparency, we need a FinSac report. We need an SSL report. We need all reports regards to monies and possible scandals, financial scandals, to be sent out to the public for public scrutiny. I mean, we had a treasure in Usain Bolt, lost $12 million to SSL. Still hasn't gotten his money back. And then this report comes out and exposes that you and your Holiness, according to transactions, SSL sent you $143,000 US to an account. But you want this investigation to disappear. This is what you want to happen. Right? Where's the transparency? This is a perfect example of the government should use this as an opportunity to set an example and show Jamaica, not only the small man. If that was me, I'd be in prison. If that was me, that the Integrity Commission investigated and found all those things on Andrew Holness, on me, that they found on Andrew Holness, 28 accounts, all of that, I would be in prison. I would be deemed guilty before it was proven I was guilty. But you as the prime minister, so you got pulled. We understand that. But again, where's the transparency? Where is this thing of you guys have a standard where you actually is going to prosecute corrupt criminals, even if they are within your own party? Why couldn't anybody say, oh, in your party that I'm not? And guys, they didn't even sign the code of conduct. Every single thing about this group, the JLP, the present JLP, right now, I'm just talking about them. Every single thing about them screams corruption. None of them signed the code of conduct. 7 principles that guide any good leader anywhere in the world. And they did not sign that. Why didn't you sign this? Why didn't you sign that? But you signed the Samoa agreement, right? You signed off on all other things that. And then why are you guys trying to take out impeachment clause out of the Constitution? Right? Why do we have a minister of justice, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, that doesn't want to release the sex registry list? You know, like you guys in America, how you can know if this person is a pedo? In Jamaica, they are hiding that list from the public. In Jamaica, they're doing the reverse. This government does not want to release these things, but they talk about transparency. I don't understand that. Somebody make that make sense. Am I tripping? And this is why I call this man the Minister of Corruption. And this is why I call the JLP the Jamaica Lawless Party. All of these things that is happening right now, the violence in the markets, burning down there, random shootings, just people dropping, people injured, right? In areas where it's strong PMP areas. Come on, man. Come on, man. And I want to play a audio real quick to show you the level of corruption in this country, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Talking My TV, man. I'm talking about, man. When I heard this, I said, oh my God. What? Let me just refresh this, because I know he finishes live. Let me just refresh this. Here we go. All right.
Piece of read. Say.
Want put out there.
All right, listen to this.
Confirm. And them kind of message them want put out there. You don't want put out no message out there to make people feel afraid and no, it don't make no sense me I do this at daytime if it go boils down to that. We can't campaign every day and when the day come now, the spirit of fear take up everybody. No. Bad man if you gonna know themselves. Bad girl if you gonna know.
You know why I'm share this, you know? You go hear a man talk. What happened in a Spanish town and the labor at them do.
Yep.
The man say him at the polling station at work. And the polling scheme name a voting.
And me get fi understand, say you know, what the labor rights them do for this election is shift up a lot of the polling station them. Some of them not I sound like a makeshift tent me so them a go have as polling station, you know.
But if you object to
no, if the allegations are true here, that they're gonna have makeshift tents, and for full disclosure, the person that is talking is allegedly somebody that works the election day workers is that individual that's talking. So allegedly he's saying that they're gonna make makeshift tents. Corruption in elections in Jamaica has been a thing for years. You understand what I'm saying? And unfortunately, you know, I don't know. It's just, man. Listen, just listen. What?
do it, you know. If you object to them, it's something there. It was in an enclosed place. And right now, that's what we got time, it's what we object to it. No make them come with them foolishness, but now follow back at them. I see the generalship, brother, lick out pan, it was the enclosed nice place where you can do, you know, those come out of the rain and fall, you run and so on, enclosed place. It's not going to work there. No make them come in a trick pan with. Because I'm a serious man in a ramp. Not because let me tell you something, man. You can't go talk about saying, no, God, everyone have one life. You know? So you see, like what you could have bad, you could have 40 gun. You hear me? And the leader me I go for, and me cut off your neck, bite you out if me not nothing. Remember that blurring out there.
Let me hear Mr. Reap now.
Hey, Santino, salute. Yeah, you got a long way to go, Santino. I've been on here for what? I've been on here since 8:30? An hour and a half. Yeah, you got a long way to rewind, all right? Salute to you. Appreciate that. All right, salute, my brother.
I'm going like about fear. Fear of what?
Go ahead, Reap Foundation. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone on the panel, and I agree with you that we're not trying to put fear in the persons who are opening their eyes. When I was in Jamaica working, I worked in one of the most strong in St. Catherine High School, surrounded by a place called Signal. And when those guys decide to jump St. Catherine High School and come over there to raid the polling station, you have to be aware that these things can happen in a division that you call a stronghold. You as a loner in there, you are intimidated by the people that is around you. So when a person sees things like this is happening, you have to, like Sydney and the rest of them, to take out fear out of yourself, because it is a possibility that you are working in a stronghold for the JLP. Signam Avenue, Valdez Road, St. John's Road surrounding, and people that is coming because they know the area. I worked in it. I worked that division. And I know that people come in there. I sit down there and a man come in there and
listen to this.
Rifle vote. And whose name they come on? My name.
Yo, this man is working in the polling station where the people come to vote. And he said the man them jump the wall. Some man I move like them a criminal. Jump the wall, you know, to come vote, you know. And them are voting at his name. His name, the person that is working at the polling station. Come on, man. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? I've even heard allegations that they be doing this. They have people that is unalive listed to vote. Back in the day, all types of corruption when it comes on, and I'm not speaking about one particular party. I'm just saying, generally speaking, there has been an issue with corruption where voting is concerned. In the last election, which was the local government election, the Pastor Peter Chambers said there is a ballot box that is in a corner. Do you know that they found the ballot box in the corner? And the police was asking Peter Chambers, where you get your information from? God revealed to him that somebody hid a ballot box in the corner somewhere. And they found the ballot box. This is Jamaica. But listen to this. This is crazy.
Them present themselves, and I look on them. I had to make up a whole heap of eyes in there, because the person beside me, I tell me, say, names can be different. And I say, no, this is my name and my vote. This, and we have to sit down on it. I had to get escort to come out of St. Catherine High School that night, just because I sit down there and say, boy, nobody now voting on my name. And that is a strong old garrison. People will say them know where I live. I had to move out of Winter Pen.
Man, I have to move.
Because of that.
Man, I have to
so you
move.
see,
it's either you move or something. Let me run the fear, me know.
It's not a fear thing. So when you're gonna decide to take up this sport, you have to decide to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I am strong enough to defend it.
On here, Mr. Charles say Christine in the comment section, them try to kill her too. I try to kill him too. Blessed child can be a man and a woman. So, you understand? Oh, political labor right police. What a life.
What a life.
Pull up. I'm so play Batman, but when I listen to the conversation, yeah?
Serious.
I bet you come for voting at the man name, but the man was dead at the polling station I worked. A man jumped the wall and come for voting a theme name. This is how the labor them operate. Remember, you know, when you look over room and circulate, say, they make dead man vote, them have people voting a dead people name.
Yeah, you me just say a while ago? Alright.
Sydenham Avenue, what is not now, it are coming with tar spin. Everybody rush to that area, they 1, 2, 3. Them have them car load of people ready.
But why would they rush? Why would they rush? Me can't call your name Reap Foundation. What your name again, me brother? Uncle? Your microphone mute.
Yeah, Snack.
Yes, Snack.
Yeah.
Your name kind of hard for me. I call you Reap.
Yeah,
Call
Snack.
your name Reap
Foundation.
Reap Foundation. What your name again, me brother? Uncle? Your microphone mute.
Yeah, Snack.
Yes, Snack.
Yeah.
Your name kind of hard for me. I call you Reap
Snack.
Foundation.
I just changed it to the foundation, the charity that I use.
Right. But why would they be bomb rushing the polling station?
Because they see at the point, that's why I said some of those strongholds, they were not strongholds, they were bogus voters there.
Listen.
And the bogus voters could not turn up. And when they see that they were on the losing end, Sydenham work, them how them get connections, you don't know, but then just...
So, just to highlight, he made up noise about the man voting in his name. And he had to be escorted from the area for his own safety because it's a quote-unquote JLP stronghold. And you know, say they will hurt you, and I'm talking about taking your life. Yeah, these stronghold areas where you know say a badness run it. Yeah, they will unalive you. All right, so he's saying that in that specific area that he experienced, the JLP was losing the election, and there was people coming to vote in his name for the JLP while he was there working. And again, the allegations is that even people that have been deceased is on these voters lists. Again, Minister of Corruption, the Jamaica Lawless Party. Where is the efforts to have the public have confidence in you guys that this won't happen again? That's my argument. These things have happened in the past. Where is the effort by the Jamaica Labour Party, Jamaica Lawless Party, right? To have we the people have confidence in them that we're going to have free and fair elections. At this point, the way how the Prime Minister is moving, suing the IC, we don't believe that you guys are have any integrity. We don't believe that you guys stand with the law. As a matter of fact, you've been sued by the opposition for violating the Constitution 5 times, and you've lost 5 times. Even the NIDS, the new ID that you guys are putting in place, why are you guys so hell-bent on having a fully digital system? No money at all. Who are you working for, allegedly? Why is that so important for you to achieve at a certain time? You guys are pushing it. Say no to NIDS. Say no to NIDS. Ladies and gentlemen, pray, repent, prepare, and educate. All right? God has to intervene in this country. The level of corruption is baffling.
Just come through because you just jump over St. Catherine High School wall. You're in a Sydenham Avenue. You're in them stronghold. So it's no problem for them to just come in, raid the place at that time, take what they want to take, jump the wall, and you don't know nothing more. The local standby police, they're not going to do nothing.
Wanna hear? Yeah, wanna hear? The police, they're afraid of the man them. The regular police them, where I work in the police station them, is afraid of the men in the areas. The quote-unquote bad men. This is the Jamaican people telling you their own experiences. These people work in the polling stations. And you're telling me that they're allegedly going to put polling stations in unsecured areas? Well, isn't that going to be a bed, a stomping ground for highly potential corruption where the elections are concerned? I hope that that is not the case, but I doubt that it won't be. because I don't trust the Jamaica Lawless Party, and I don't trust Andrew Holness. I don't trust none of them. If they had any integrity, they would allow this investigation from the Integrity Commission to proceed. If you don't have nothing to hide, if you don't have anything to hide, stand tall, resign, and feel vindicated whenever it's time and your name is cleared up. And you can come back. You can come back. Boy, can you imagine the comeback that he would have if his statutory declaration was declared after further investigation? Man, he would be the poster child for winning every election. Yeah, that's what would happen. But he knows within himself deep down, it's not gonna go like that. He knows. He knows.
So, you know, what I was saying to JC, it best when them don't use the
Shalom, you mute, unmute yourself.
In the same community, it best them put them in different communities and use different people from the, because some of the community, you know what they do, Jay, they request.
It's nice to make the Jamaican them hear how the people them do on the ground like them, I think. So make them start think to put one on one neck two and start have this same type of discussion and start mobilize themselves how them are going to deal with this thing and deal with it safe. Because them are plan for a protest as Kanto, Desmond McKenzie. Remember them in the government and them want protest. If you sure say them fighting and losing back, them know them are lose. That is why them want protest to cause problem. Finish the conversation.
They want people from in for them garrison to work there so them can control them for do what they want. So we know those things that we highlighted. We ask for the change for it. If the person is working, say for instance, you live in Payne and they working there, you're not supposed to work there. Make a difference, somebody work there and then you go to a different community. You understand? Because sometimes, because them know the person and the person living there, you understand, they make it hard for that person.
Oh, and that makes a lot of sense what you just said. So basically, if you live in an area, you should not work there in a polling station. It's going to be a conflict of interest. Because, say for instance, these people want to intimidate you. Well, they know where you live. So it's gonna be easier to collude and corruption to ensue in that instance. So that makes a lot of sense. You should work in a totally different area that nobody knows you. Man, if you gotta wear a mask so nobody can identify you, it is that unsafe in Jamaica when it comes on to elections. You probably gotta wear a mask so nobody can see your face. So if they see you another day, they can't do you nothing. That is how bad it is. You know what I think they should do? All polling stations should be at police stations. No criminal is gonna come to the police station because they're gonna lock your ass up. That's what I think they should do. All polling stations should be at police stations. I don't think y'all hear me though. Hey, somebody tag Mark Golden. Come on, man. I got an idea, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. If y'all think that's a good idea, please hit the fire emojis in the chat. All polling stations should be at police stations with soldiers guarding the entire area. How about that? How about that? Talk to me now.
So certain things like those we need to highlight and deal with.
Yes, and before I go, although it's Bob's great, before I go, yeah, go ahead.
Just a minute. That can be a two-sided thing, you know. That can be a two-sided thing because if you are a person living in a community and you know your people them, you understand that can be a strength for you. You understand that can be a strength for you because many times other people, strange people, you understand, from other places come vote, and if you know that this man come here so come vote and he name John Tam and he come with John Tam and you know you're not John Tam that, you understand, but if you don't know the person can come vote and they want assume name. You understand, so it go both ways. You understand, it go both ways.
Exactly. You have to be a part of the community to know the community work.
What I would suggest, we know all of these voluntary areas. We know them. We are the workers out there. We know them. Let our representative, our parliamentarian representative, get soldiers on that day. People don't respect police, but people respect soldiers. The soldiers in their pocket, they can go 80. Every guard we too. Let them get soldiers put in these places. You understand? Soldiers put in these places to make sure that we have a free and safe election, and also we vote, we value the vote for some 5 years.
Hey.
You understand how we
salute to my broski Timo in the building. What going on, brother? I I should have said this from the starting of the live. Please hear me out. Day ones, new ones, especially the new ones. If you're going to donate to me, and you're gonna donate to me for me to donate back to you, do not donate. If you're not gonna donate because you just want to support the platform, just to support the platform, not to with any strings attached. Please don't donate to me with any strings attached. All right? If you can't afford to donate, don't donate. It's not mandatory. All right? Please. I can't be bought. Right? And you can't buy out my principles. You can't buy out and change the way I think and view things. You can't buy me out. So please, if you're going to donate and support the platform, make sure it's coming from a real place. CP3 salute. Right? I didn't see you there, CP3. You been here a minute? Salute to you, bro. All right? Please, do not donate to me if you're looking for me to give it back to you somehow. You don't go to KFC and go, I buy KFC from you every day, but you ain't never buy me nothing KFC. See, y'all don't do that to the white man. Y'all don't do that to the business owners. Y'all don't buy Nike and then say to Nike, I've been buying Nike from you forever, but Nike, you ain't never give me a shoe. Every time you go into Nike, you gotta buy a Nike. So don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. All right? Do not do that to me. And if that's what you're coming to do, keep your money. Period. All right? Keep your money. Public service announcement. Keep your money. If you're not giving it with a genuine heart because you want to support, keep your money. I can't be bought. So say, for instance, you're an individual that donates, right? And you do something that I think is immoral or out of pocket. Because you donate, you think that I'm not going to say, yo, I don't rock with that. That's immoral. No. You got the wrong one. You got the wrong one. Ma'am, sir, whoever you are out there that thinks like that, you got the wrong one. I am not that person. All right? Shout out to Philly Yardie Vibes in the building. Wagwan. Let's continue. I want to go to this to show you the proof and evidence on this situation. Right?
If on the supervising.
Wow. Charmy.
The SSL situation. Yeah. I want to show you what's going on with that.
And regulating institutions that provide non-deposit taking financial services. Related financial regulators. Other financial regulators in Jamaica include the Bank of Jamaica, which is the BOJ, the Attorney General Chambers, AG, and the Jamaica Deposit Insurance Company, which is the JDIC. My wisdom warriors, steer with me, steer on board. The FSC is governed by a board of commissioners established by law and made up of chairman and 7 other commissioners, including the executive director. The executive director is appointed by the other commissioners, who in turn are appointed by the Minister of Finance. I want to listen, good Jamaica. The executive director is the only full-time commissioner and is responsible for managing the activities of the FIC. Want to hear that? The executive director is appointed by the other commissioners, who in turn are appointed by the Minister of Finance. I want to listen good. Who is the Minister of Finance? Is Nigel Clark. It is the government that is responsible for the FSC. My wisdom warriors, stay with me. May I show you something? Because remember, FSC requests for the judge to not publish the SSL trustee report.
So, just for full context, the FSC is the entity that the Integrity Commission recommended that further investigation go into Mr. Andrew Holness's statutory declaration findings that he's not certified. And she's explaining that the person that is in charge of the SSL is the Minister of Finance, which is Nigel Clark, which recently he resigned to go to, I don't know if he's gone yet, but he's supposed to be a part of the IMF. But the point of the matter is, within the same government structure, the individuals there run the FSC. So how can the Prime Minister still be the Prime Minister while being investigated by the FSC? He got to resign. But they are so corrupt, in my opinion, that they will not resign. They will not walk away. Because in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, and I think the opinion of all well-thinking Jamaicans, is that they are guilty. Look at this. FSC requests judge the high trustee report. Man.
A request to the judge not to show we the report. What is in that report?
So the SSL report, which has to deal with Usain Bolt and other people that lost their money, when the Prime Minister is the only one that actually got any money from the SSL. Strange, isn't it? I'm just saying, but follow me. The FSC, which we know is managed by who? Nigel Clark, Minister of Finance, that is in the same party as the Prime Minister, that is close. These two individuals are close. They are requesting that the judge hide the SSL report. Mr. Andrew Holness, where's the transparency that he was talking about? Where is it? What happened to transparency? Why are y'all hiding reports? Why don't y'all want us to know what happened with the monies? You know, the statements, how the money go here and go there. Where did it go? How did Bolt lose all this money? Right? Talk to me. Talk to me. T-Mo going crazy in the chat already. Hey, dude, salute to you. Salute to you.
Remember that the trustee report is consists. Yeah, remember that the trustee report is consists of money going out, money coming in, and all these things. Why una no want to publish it? Why una ask the judge, una request the judge not to show it to the public? My wisdom warriors, the government is hiding something. The government of Jamaica is hiding something. Yes, they're hiding something big. Could it be there's more things hidden and they don't want us to know?
Could it be? Could it be? Could it possibly be?
We have to think out of the box, you know. Could it be? But all me know say them a hide something. Because Andrew Wellness, Nigel Clark, the whole of uno, if uno never dare hide nothing, uno will not request nothing. Uno will not request nothing if uno hand it clean. But uno know say uno hand not clean. Uno hand not clean.
Exactly.
My wisdom warriors, uno tell me what you think about this. Tell me what you really think about this.
Yo, I really want to know what y'all think for real. I need y'all to storm up the comment section on this one. I need y'all to share this live with 10 people. Real talk. Because this don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. And we're going to go back to the clip of this man trying to convince us of this. Check this out. Listen to this in its entirety. This is how I close this segment of this portion of this live stream.
It's to allegations of corruption. This government, relative to the previous government, has far less instances or suggestions of corruption. I had the opportunity to go through the history of the previous government, year by year, to look at the instances of corruption that have, as you have said, marred. And we can go back as far as when they just started. We could start with the zinc scandal, the furniture scandal. We can come down to NetServe, Operation Pride. We can go on and on. Some of these were not issues of malfeasance. Some of them were misfeasance, the misallocation and misappropriation of government funds. But in none of them can we say that the government has taken deliberate and instrumental action to show transparency and to show that while corruption may exist, as it exists all around the world, in all countries of the world, but to date, We have been the only government to allow transparent analysis of what has happened and to take action where action is necessary to be taken.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
I'm not gonna go over the amount of things that makes that a lie. Presently, he said that years ago, but right now, he's doing the things, his party is doing the things that they were accusing the PNP of doing. And the point of the matter is, if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. All right? And as a matter of fact, I said this before. At this point, the Jamaica Lawless Party is not in a house. They are standing behind a glass throwing rocks. They're walking with a glass. They're holding up this big-ass glass like it's a shield that it can't break, and they're throwing stones at the PNP. But man, oh man, all of this stuff is being exposed right now. All of it. All of it. But tell me what y'all think, man.